Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer/football prediction. It's your boy Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss any of your future soccer predictions. All right. Today's predictions will be for the International League, which will be played Wednesday, March 19th. I also have the FIFA World Cup qualification, CAF, and I have 4 games for the international friendly, and I have 3 games for the FIFA World Cup. So I'll talk about the teams. I'll let you know if there's any injuries. Talk about the total, and I'll give you my predictions. But first, we got to talk about that Sunday game. Those Sunday games, we got to talk about those Sunday games. I did not get 100%, unfortunately. But check this out. I ended up putting Liverpool instead of Newcastle, and I really wanted to put Newcastle, but I don't know why I didn't follow my gut. I ended up hitting, or Newcastle ended up hitting that win. Oh man, I can't believe it. I cannot believe my Newcastle ended up winning that cup. Um, but yeah, I ended up putting Liverpool at the end. I did have Newcastle, but I just did not pull the trigger on that. I ended up switching to Liverpool, but whatever. I did put Arsenal. Arsenal won. I put Fulham. Fulham won. I put Manchester United. Manchester United won. And of course, I put my Barca to win. And they won. That game was insane. I don't know if you guys saw the Barca versus Atletico, but that game was insane. We ended up clutching again. We ended up clutching it back. So, um, as far as the over and under, I did put Newcastle to go over 2.5. The Newcastle versus Liverpool total amount over 2.5 that hit. I also did say Newcastle was going to at least score a goal. They scored 2, obviously. So that hit. I put the Arsenal and Chelsea to go over 2.5. That did not hit. It was 1-0. So um, that did not go over. I put Fulham and Tottenham to go under 3. That hit. I put Manchester just to score 1.5, which that hit. I put Barca to go under 3. That did not hit. So yeah, we didn't get 100%, but I got 90%. One game screwed me over, which I should have put my Newcastle to win. Oh well, it is what it is. I see more green than red, so to me that's a win. Um, but yeah, that was a crazy predictions right there. Let's see if we can get 100% on this one. I'll start off with the international friendly. I have Hong Kong versus Macau. I apologize. The last time these two went head to head, uh, it was 0-0, but this was back in 2006. Now Hong Kong has been actually better. They won their 3 most recent games. Macau have not won at all. So yeah, and then Hong Kong are at home, so give me Hong Kong to win this one for sure. As far as injuries, there's no injuries on this one. Uh, there is no total as of right now. I'm hoping that maybe within a couple hours they'll post up the over and under. But I know for sure Hong Kong's going to win this one. Let's see. Their 5 most recent games they scored a minimum of a goal. So 4 out of 5 games they scored a minimum of a goal. And as far as Macau allowing a goal, they have allowed 4 out of 5 games they allowed a goal. So for sure, Hong Kong's going to make a goal. But I think their lines might be at 1.5, if I'm not mistaken. Like if they do set them up, they'll probably put them at 1.5. I do see this going over 1.5 for Hong Kong. So if the lines do end up at 1.5 for them, I'll go over that. Um, But yeah, I don't see Macau doing anything in this one. They haven't even gotten a win in their last 5 games. So, okay, on to the next game. I have Vietnam versus Cambodia. Vietnam have not taken an L in their last 5 games. Cambodia only one win their last 5. And between these two teams going at it, Cambodia have never been able to beat, or have never been able, but like in the last 5, most recent between these two, Cambodia have not been able to beat Vietnam. So, and Vietnam scores a minimum of 2 goals per game. So, most likely this will be set at 2.5. If it does, if it does stay at 2.5, I might do under just because it has gone over 3 out of 5 times. The most recent it did go over 2.5, but I feel like it would be too risky. It- yeah, it would be too risky because they've covered this 3 out of 5. The 3 most recent games between these two teams, yeah, they have covered that 5. So maybe I'll probably put in a parlay with Hong Kong and Vietnam for this one, right? But um, yeah, it would just be way too risky. Or maybe the total over, if it's at 3, the total, then I'll probably do over 3 because it seems like that has happened 5, uh, actually 3 out of 5. Yeah, so it'll be this game will be too risky, but for sure Vietnam is winning this one. I'll tell you that. So yeah, maybe that's a nice little parlay, Hong Kong and Vietnam together. Okay, on to the next game. We have India versus Mal- Maldives. Maldives. Okay, let's see. Hope I pronounced that wrong. I did. I apologize. Okay, let's see. India. The 3 most recent games, India have won twice. So Maldives have only been able to win once. The last 5 games from India, not one win, 3 draws, 2 L's. Maldives. Maldives. They only got one win in their last 5 games. So 3 L's, 1 draw. This one, well, between these two teams going at it, they have never taken and they have never drawn. So, and it seems like whoever is at home wins. That's what it shows here. Whoever literally is at home wins this game. 3 most recent games. Uh, 2 of those games, India played at home, they won. Then Maldives, they played at home, they won. So it seems like whoever is at home wins this one, and India is at home. So, but I could see this as a tie as well. So I'm not risking this one. I'm not gonna put this one in the win. If I had to choose one, I would probably put India because they are at home, and it seems like that's what the stats show. Whoever's at home wins. So, like I said, as far as a goal, let's see. As far as a goal, India have covered zero point 0.5, 3 out of 5. So then, as far as them allowing a goal, they've allowed 3 out of 5 games. No, 4 out of 5 games they have allowed a goal. As far as Maldives allowing to go, they've allowed 4 out of 5 times. So yeah, this could happen. And between these two teams, India have scored minimum of 1. So as far as it going over 1.5, it has gone over 1.5 total goals. As far as 2.5, it has gone over 2 out of 3. So I guess if the total's at 1.5 or at 2, yeah, that's a good one to do. It looks like that will go over. But like I said, this game's too risky. If I had to choose one, I would choose India. I don't think I'm going to make this bet though. But okay, on to the next game. We have Russia versus Grenada. Russia, their 5 most recent games, all wins. these two have not gone head to head, so I do not see. I do not see Granada winning this one. They only got one win in their last 5 games, two draws, two L's, three most recent games, or two most recent games, L or draws, and then the L. So yeah, give me Russia to win this one. Yeah, maybe this is a nice little parlay versus, or not versus, but that's a nice little parlay. Hong Kong, Vietnam, and Russia for this one. So, as far as goals, minimum goals Russia makes, it's three apparently. Um, yeah, and they score a lot. Yeah, so they ended up beating Vietnam 3-0. So Russia likes to score apparently. Their most recent game they played against Syria, and they ended up winning 4-0. Yeah, yeah, this is they're gonna score. So I don't know. Like I said, they haven't set up their over and under for this one, but I can see Russia making more than 2 goals. If it's at 2.5 for them, that seems like a fair bet for that one. So okay, that's gonna do it for the International League. Now I will be doing the FIFA World Cup. And first on the list, I have Central Africa Republic versus Madagascar. Okay, the 5 most recent games between these two teams, it seems like Central Africa Republic won the 3 most recent games. Then the other two were ties. So, um, wow. Yeah, I mean, it seems like Central Africa are better. It seems like they are a better team. The most recent game they had versus Cameroon, they ended up winning that one. Um, then after that, 4 other games were just L. So this is gonna be a weird one. Same thing with Madagascar. Madagascar, they only got one win, 4 L's. But I guess you can say that as far as a draw on this one, highly unlikely. Yes, they've done it two out of the 5 times, but these 2 times were back in 2016 and 15. After that, the three games that came after that, no ties. So I don't see this one being a tie. The total sitting at 2, and between these two teams, it has gone over 2, 3 out of 5 times. So this could go over 2, but that would be tough. As far as the team total over, they don't have it just yet, but I feel like it would be uh, Central would be probably 1.5, and then Madagascar at 0.5. If that does happen, I'd probably consider Madagascar over zero point 0.5, but the 2 most recent games between these two, they have not covered that. So um, I'm just gonna say Central Africa to win this one. It seems like they've covered this win the 3 most recent games. So okay, on to the next game: Eswatini versus Cameroon. Um, Eswatini, they their 5 most recent games, they got 2 wins, 2 L's, 1 draw. Cameroon, 3 wins, 1 L, and 1 draw. These two teams have not gone head to head. It seems like Cameroon are the better team here. So I'm gonna put Cameroon to win on this one. I probably won't make this a final bet, just the same as the game I just talked about with the Central Africa. I probably won't put these games just because I can't trust them, and I'm not gonna force a bet if I don't have to. But yeah, if I had to bet one, I would put Cameroon to win this one. The total's sitting at 2, and between these two teams, uh, well, they have not gone head to head, but it seems like they could cover this just because Cameroon, they do score a minimum of a goal per game, and Eswatini, they can, apparently they've done it 2 or 3 out of 5. They've scored at least minimum of goal, so that's too risky. That's way too risky. So yeah, um, I'm gonna have to just do Cameroon to win this one. Okay, on to the next game. I have Liberia versus Tunisia. Tunisia have won. These two teams have gone head to head twice. Tunisia have been able to beat Liberia twice. So um, the 5 most recent games from Liberia: 1 win, 2 L's, 2 draws. Tunisia, 2 wins, 2 L's, and 1 draw. But between these two teams, Tunisia have won twice. So again, I probably won't bet this one. If I did, I would probably choose Tunisia. Seems like they are the better team here. So yeah. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I'm gonna make another video pretty soon for the CONCACAF Nationals. That will be Mexico versus Canada, and then I have USA versus Panama. Those two will be in the same video. I'll let you know what the stats will be for that one. And apparently we have a lot of international games coming up. The UEFA National League, as far as FIFA World Cup CONMEBOL, FIFA World Cup CAF. We have a bunch of games, a bunch of international games. So the FIFA World Cup AFC, yeah, it's gonna go crazy with the international. So stay tuned for your predictions on that if you're interested. All right, like I said, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Deuces.